All right, Historic. For those not familiar, this is the non-rotating format on Arena that begins with Rivals of Ixalan and also includes a smattering of cards from Magic's history that are slowly being added. So they have 20 additional cards in the format so far. Just noticed my basic island is not foil. Let's correct that real quick. We are kicking off today with a 5-color Niv-Mizzet Reborn deck, 6/6 flyer. When it enters the battlefield, reveal the top 10 cards of your library for each color pair. Choose a card that's exactly those colors from among them, put them into your hand. So most of the rest of our deck here is either artifacts that help fix our colors or a bunch of different color pairs to go alongside Reborn. So let's go ahead and dive on into some games here and see how our 5-color control deck shakes out for the day. Got a pair of historic decks this afternoon. We're going to play some 5-color Niv to start. And then we're going to try and see if we can breathe some life into one of my old standard favorites, Blue-Black Pirates. Archetype. Got some upgrades over the last couple of months. See what it looks like in this non-rotating format. So we see here my perfect mana base. We have Clifftop Retreat and Thought Erasure. One could argue this is a combo deck. Nice Reese. Multiple screens is a big upgrade. The old Gateway Plaza. So tapped, when it comes into play, it taps another land along with it. Notice I couldn't crap post in chat. I'll take my 6-month time out as a thank you. We got you, Voltaic. Thanks for keeping me around. Hope you're having a good one wherever you are. This opponent might actually be playing a Fires deck. Could also just be just Sky Planeswalkers, though, too. Find out here momentarily. Did you start the fire? Do 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 do. I don't know who Donald Glover is, so I don't know that I have an opinion on that thing. I don't know who that is. Alright, so now the question is, do I want to... What angle do I want to attack their hand on? I think it's the Search for Azcanta here. And then next turn I can Erasure... like the Chandra, maybe? We'll see what they Fae of Wishes for. Wow, just no second play, huh? I guess that makes sense. I think I have to take this. Happy to have a land on top of my deck. We'll see what they get with Fae. There's a chance they just have another Chandra on their board for the Fae to get. Okay. Okay, yep.
We need to move quickly.
Yep.
No time for a break.
I'm not scared. You're scared. I do the dojo command, but I'm a little bit afraid. Yeah, I mean, you and me both. Is there a nickel bolas that's about to double plus and make us concede? One can only assume. Alright, that could have gone better. Could have gone better. The good news is we probably get better post sideboard than they do, because I would assume that a lot of their sideboard is a wish package, so we've got that going for us. Ravager Wurm does kill Azcanta, so it's probably worth leaving in here. Is Time Raveler actually that good here? It's like okay against fires, I guess. What do I want to trim? I think it's just Teferi. It's like Teferi or Ravager Wurm. I probably want these Teferis too. Do I just cut all my Time Ravelers? Maybe I just trim all my Time Ravelers? I think that's probably fine. Yeah, like this. Ravager Wurm, like, attacks down their Planeswalkers too, in addition to eating Azcanta and castles. Sure. Hallowed Fountain on 1, Plaza on 2, tapped land erasure on 3. Always, Percy. Always a bigger fish. Ooh, that's actually a great draw. None of those cards are very good. I'm gonna bin this. I kind of want another green source as my next land. So we can cast Ravager Boy. Keep the Thought Erasure here, I think. Next turn we can go Plaza, tap, and then Erasure. Huh? If I shocked this in, I could hold up Veto here as well. But I think I'd rather not, because by sequencing this way, I get to turn 5 Niv-Mizzet, which is great. Right? White, blue, black, red, green. If they like want to prison realm this, I can like destroy that and get another trigger later. I think I'm just gonna take Discovery here, huh? Don't really care about Disenchant here. Opponent's deck firing on fewer cylinders this game, which is nice. That's a play. That's a play. Niv-Mizzet, come out and play. Trigger. Yeah, thanks, I guess. Gosh, I have to discard the hand size? How unlucky. He's gonna ditch this Chromatic Lantern rather than play into their disenchant. Now they have a disenchant. We'll shoot. Alright, let's despark that one and win this race, huh? We're at 14.
No pressure.
Like the phases of the moon.
I tapped wrong here. I should have tapped in a way that let me hold up Despark and Veto instead of just Veto.
I know I noted this somewhere.
Anything outside of another Chandra is just getting quickly vetoed. Yeah, I think I'm happy with how we sideboarded it. Let's just run it back. A little bit of disruption. Giant 6/6 flyer. Gobble gobble. It's actually kind of interesting. I've been getting more deck submissions for Historic than Standard, but the viewer numbers and counts on YouTube afterwards have been lower for Historic than Standard. So there's more interest from the submission side on Historic, but less on the viewer count, which is interesting. We actually dropped off people switching from Pioneer to Historic. The Teamer Fires earlier worth the VOD? Yeah, it was an okay set. We had some good close games. Yeah, maybe Boshek. I think it could also be just by merit of like what Wizards have been interested in supporting too. Like there's fewer opportunities to actually play meaningful Historic, which could mean less interest in people watching it. Yes, in general, viewer count's just been down across the board for the last month or so. I'm sure there's a variety of reasons for that. You know what? Yeah, I could have. Maybe I should just play Plaza there instead of playing into the dispute, huh? That's what we should have done. Yeah, drawing all of these is super awkward. And I definitely think I didn't sequence optimally. Huh? So do I play this now and just hold up Veto? Oh, I'm so dumb. It's unreal how dumb I am. Oh, I deserve to lose this game. Yeah, definitely obviously should have Gateway Plaza on 3. and then I'd have this in my hand for later. Like, if I had a Gateway Plaza on 3, I could have Clifftop Retreated, tapped this turn. Just like, I've been super inefficient with how I sequence my plays out here. What? Deal. They really like doing this to my things that have entered the battlefield effects, huh? This static text doesn't impact my deck at all, right? I don't have anything that draws cards. I don't think. Discovery. Discovery Dispersal, this impacts. 5 mana death. Okay, good calls. I like to think about those in advance just so I can, like, say their names at least in my mind. So that way, I know, like, it's gonna be a 6 mana Chandra. Just dead. We're definitely not in a position to beat this game. I guess we could untap and draw a Niv and hit some stuff, but...
Is it just me, or is it getting a little warm in here?
Alright. My land sequencing was embarrassing, and then we didn't draw any spells, so... let's roll with the next one. That was not a Niv-Mizzet or a way to kill a Chandra. Alright, take 2, the Niv-Mizzet Boogaloo. Why don't we veto the Chandra? What am I missing? Chandra's text box is what you're missing. Feels 5 color, man. Right, you know. Alright. Let's see if we're gonna stumble and die against the aggro deck, huh? Huh? I think I do that, and we'll just bedeck the Pelt Collector here. Okay.
Let's slow this down. This might be a bad idea.
Don't mind me. Just sitting over here stalling. Yikes. Man, this card, chat. Took my discovery. Rude.
No, I am not making this up as I go.
I just want a 4/3 here. We hit a untapped Black Source. We can actually cast this. I think we've died, chat. Yeah, I feel like this was a really bad card to add to this format. The types of gameplay that Burning Emissary generates is just like pretty rancid on average. It's a very large swing card. Let's bring in some of our cheap spot removal and trim some of our clunkier cards that don't play to the board. Extra Oath of Kaya stuff. Yeah, free spells are almost never okay. Yeah, I like a lot of the list of what they chose. I feel like that's the only one that I'm like, why is this here? I think it's pretty good. Mana works out well too. What free spells are actually okay? Reverent Silence. I think Reverent Silence is a good example of a card that is playable and free and not broken. Invigorate without infect creatures. Yeah, if infect doesn't exist, invigorate's probably fine. I think I'm down for that. Reverend Silence was an old staple in Burning Wish packages in Legacy back in the day. Hey, Sadistic, thanks for 11 months. I appreciate that. Welcome back. Thanks for keeping me around. Wow, only a draw 2, slack it, Niv. That's fine, we're gonna time wipe and give you a do-over. Well, they can Othakaya me here. Boop. I agree, opponent. Pretty done there. Alright, so got slaughtered when they were on the play. Was able to keep up when we were on the play. So far my data doesn't bode well for what's about to happen in this third game where we're on the draw. Things do not appear to likely be well for our hero. Small data set. We'll see what shakes out, huh? No one drop. That's incredibly good for us. There are 26 lands in this deck. I can only assume there's 26 lands in this deck. Can only assume there are 26 lands in our deck.
This isn't a fight you can win. Don't worry.
Probably just dead here. Maybe for a week we should bump every 26 land deck to 27. It's thinking outside the box. Yeah, it's more than 84 because I had the egg. I had the egg to redraw. So we were seeing an additional card there to try and hit our third land on time. You need to play 18 land deck, something like that. Are you getting a freebie? Are you getting a freebie back up to the rank floor? I do love the comfort of a good rank floor, chat. It is my favorite. These are a few of my favorite things. Turn 0 win, busted, broken historic. Did they mulligan and I missed it? I don't think I saw them mulligan, but I also wasn't paying super close attention. Opponent. Do. Knew what we were playing and knows it's unwinnable? I have no idea, Coons. I don't think this deck would have that heavily skewed matchups. Yeah, probably had life come up and forgot they were playing best of 3. But you have to like sit here and they might have had something come up and like conceded and walked away. No? No, they're making game choices? Weird. I'm confused. Sure. I did top 10 hammer. Watched a good bit of it. I just really wanted to be on the play. Yeah, something, huh? All right, they have a 2-drop post board or what? All right, I think with Erasure drawn, let's take a peek here. I guess they have like a 6-mana dino. Bone Crusher, that makes sense. Oh, we're super dead. Can't cast that next turn because of Gateway Plaza. We're taking 6. They're adding 4 more power into play. I guess I should have just Teferi'd last turn. I think there's a chance this deck is bad, chat. Not to disappoint anyone. I think there might be a strong possibility our deck isn't good. Gonna go out on a limb. You probably have bigger things that Despark hits. I'm dissatisfied. I apologize. But that's true. Everything we play, or this is a try-hard stream, and we only play the best of the best. I think I had someone else bump it up. It also didn't need that much of a bump. Yeah, it got a little bit of a bump, alcohol. But like the historic and standard queues are nowhere like near as crazy as Pioneer. Like putting in a standard or a historic deck with a tier 3 sub at 30 points, like gets it played in the next stream or two usually. Like most of the standard and historic decks have been like getting played before they hit 40 points. Whereas like Pioneer's been inflated to like 60 and 70 since the initial rush. Which, speaking of, if you're someone that's been waiting to submit a Pioneer deck because I pushed up the price while we were flooded, I am taking Pioneer submissions for $25 again. And you will hear back on your submissions by the 26th after Christmas. think I'm gonna go ahead and kill this one. Kill it with fire. Am I taking some time off? I'm definitely taking Christmas Day off. I'm probably taking Christmas Eve off as well. We'll see. We'll see what Christy and I have planned. I don't know that we really have plans for Christmas Eve. I might do a short stream Christmas Eve, depending on what our plans look like. We really wanted that to be a 3-3, huh? It's unfortunate. Okay, it's not bad. We have that next turn, right? We go black, blue, green, red, white. Definitely not taking all of next week off. I'll be live Monday, Thursday, Friday at a minimum. Although I do have something to do Friday morning, so my start time is going to be late on Friday. My approximate schedule for next week is up on my website now, just as a FYI for people that are curious. Usually keep that a couple weeks out updated. Wow. Have to discard the hand size. Very unlucky. Just the gosh darned unluckiest, chat. They have land Embercleave. We're actually kind of dead. Yes, that's not strictly true. We're taking 4. They're killing this. We're so unlucky, I can't believe. Why would Magic do this to me? I loved Magic, and it betrayed me. Oh, we trade with the Spellbreaker. That's so good. Sick. I'm used to Embercleave just like the thing it's on never dying. That's like less bad for us. Yeah, I think we're gonna win this game. I mean, maybe this deck's less bad than these games have implied. Like, the games we've been on the play against aggro have been fine. So it could just be pretty typical, you know, Magic's huge play draw variance. We've been losing games 1 and 3 on the draw so far. Whee! I'm gonna go ahead and trophy this rather than Despark it, because Despark can exile a Rekindling Phoenix down the line. Gotta discard the hand size again here. Never lucky. Look at that, we're on the scoreboard. Moving on up. Do. When we're on the play, we're okay. Do. I mean, that's actually a funny draw, because it means I can put this into play tapped on 1, shock this in on 2, and play Thought Erasure. Take the Contender here because it generates card advantage. I'm gonna bottom a doubly tapped land. Get to erasure this venerated Loxodon before things get too crazy. Lucky. We're very fortunate they didn't draw a 1 mana knight there. If they would have smoked us. Sunpetal Grove, also an excellent draw here. You know, I wonder if these Gateway Plazas are... 4 of these might be too many. They've been really clunky, and the games where we don't draw them, we just have, like, shocks and duels have been much better. I'd prefer we keep, like, baseless speculation for things out of the general chat. That's probably better suited for the political dark place on Discord. Agree with that takeaway. Yeah, I think so, Coons. I think with the egg, I probably don't need 4. Agree. Well, if they just flood out and die... Wait, if I play this... If I play this, I can go blue, white... Yeah, sweet. So if I do this, I can do this and bounce this, and then I can Angrath Rampage to kill the knight. Sick. Yeah. I think I'm going to cut some of these Gateway Plazas after this. Whips and chains get me excited, chat. Hey, Dan's man. Thanks for keeping on with that sub gift. I appreciate it. Happy holidays. Happy Friday. I think Magic rules could change to mitigate play draw dependence. You think it's inherent to the game? I think there's a lot of different things they could experiment with to make there be less play draw variance in Magic. I also think they could change some of their design fundamentals to make there be less play draw variance. Like, for example, printing less 1-mana green accelerators would help mitigate play draw variance that we experience in Magic. It's a very easy one they could do. Take my primes like these decks take my wild cards. Thanks for the 5 months, Zing. It's a perfect Christmas present. Yeah, prime. I have all my colors, but like, I don't have any interaction on 2. I don't know, maybe I'm supposed to mulligan this, but it's kind of appealing to keep a hand that has all my colors. So the problem with a higher life total for the player on the draw is that only mitigates play draw variance in one very small subset of games of Magic. So I agree, Gremlin. It does look great. Early January, I'm going to take some time to put some decks that I'm interested in playing into the queue for Standard so I can find a deck for the Mythic Championship, the Mythic Invitational weekend. I'm excited to practice a bunch and then 9-2 and get basically no prizes. Yeah, Lou Mason, that's one I've talked about in the past. I think would be pretty easy to implement and pretty minimal in a good way. Vomit. Well, I have this. Ooh, that's a good draw. So if I play this, I can say Knight, destroy the circle. And then, who do I want to trophy here? I think it's just Worthy Knight. Our health total is a little bit low here. And we're dead. Got it. We might have been okay if they didn't have Lord plus Haste Creature, but a little too slow on the draw there. Yeah, you could do scries. You could have the player on the draw start with an extra card in their hand so they get more information during mulligans. Like, there's a ton of different things they could do that are all better than the current nothing. And like, again, one of the things I think is they might not even get it right the first time. Like, maybe they make a change and they overcompensate, or it's not good enough still, but like, anything is better than just like the current discrepancy that we have, I think. The fact that we saw the London mulligan happen, I think that was one of the best changes to Magic in a long time. Makes me hopeful that, like, maybe we'll see some innovation to the play draw before I die of old age. In Pioneer, yeah, I mean, like, a bunch of the best decks in Pioneer are Land War Elves decks right now. Don't mind me, just buying some time over here. Yeah, there's a ton of digital space they could use to test play draw balance, for sure. I mean, it's not even just about being able to deploy your threats first, but like, again, like, 1 mana acceleration is the type of effect that makes the play draw disparity more apparent. Who did this name? Did this not name anything? How do I see what this named? Chosen Knight? Which knight? Oh, this one? Is it this one? Is it this one? There's an arrow? Okay. So, I'm playing the trophy because might as well make them sacrifice this, because otherwise my Time Wife's not going to kill it anyways. London mulligan is awful. Germany mulls to 5 had to play out instead of just immediately dying. It's a rough beat. The toughest, roughest of beats. What are spells? Baby, don't hurt me. Don't hurt me no more. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Hey, hey, hey. Hey, when they Ember Cleave, it triggers this, right? That's kind of nice. That's kind of neat. Like, Ember Cleave makes a 2-2 that they then slide it onto. Alright, we want to draw Niv-Mizzet next turn. Or Niv, whatever his name is. Vomit.
I will defend the weak at every opportunity to lend you my strength.
Alright, you know. Now they get to make another 3-3 at end of turn. Yeah, I think we're dead here. Feels dead, man. Yeah, I need exactly the second time wipe here. And even then, that's just to stay in the game. It's not to win it. I don't have any outs. I get an animation. I don't have an out. Yeah, right, still dead. I killed this. I block this. I still take exactly 6. I think I'm gonna be done with this one. I don't know. It just feels super clunky. Yeah. The mana's just like awkward enough that it doesn't really, like, it's either painful or slow. Yeah, this one felt like a bit of a miss for me overall. I don't think this is one that I would be interested in revisiting here. Been a number of neat things in the format so far, but this one, like, just doesn't have enough closing power. I feel like what we're doing is, like, pretty close to Esper while mostly just being worse, so. Yeah, I agree, Zugwa. The aggro deck's just a little bit too brutal on average for something like this to, like, mope around and be anywhere close to reasonable. Alright, so what are we doing? We got some, gives us a little bit of time to have a longer set with one that's hopefully going to be good. We got some blue-black pirates here coming up next. I'm going to go ahead and hit a quick ad roll while I get this one set up on the stream deck and everywhere. When we get back, we're going to play one of my old favorites. Thanks for hanging out today, folks.